Hi, I'm Bob,
And I'm Sherry.
and this is Mostly Politics with Bob and Sherry.
And today we have the pleasure to interview Mr. Mike Dell. And Mike is a CPA, and he is the founder and the owner of the Complete Business Services. And
Correct.
he is running for the treasurer of the Republican Committee of Allegheny County.
Correct.
Welcome, Mr.
Thank you.
Dell.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Mike, have you always been a Republican, and how long have you been involved in politics? Like, what got you involved?
I've always been a registered Republican, and in 2007, I ran for Plum Boro Council. So I won that race, and then I was on council for 8 years. And then shortly after that period, I ran for Allegheny County Council twice.
Okay.
And I did lose, but I did run twice. So I definitely understand how difficult it is to run for a local office in Allegheny County. So I know what the candidates are going through, and it's definitely a lot of work.
What motivated you to run for the Allegheny County Council?
A couple different things. One, we don't have a lot of representation. At least the Republicans don't have a lot of representation on Allegheny Council. Currently, we only are down to 2 seats out of 15. In the city of Pittsburgh, we don't have any representation at all. So I decided to run just because of the financial. I really enjoy the budgets, behind the scenes. Really, what does it take to run a government? So we did very well in Plum Boro. We changed a lot of things. They now have a surplus, changed a lot of accounting policies. So I wanted to take those same ideas to Allegheny County and do the same things, just fiscal responsibility, low taxes. So I thought I had a pretty good shot, but my majority of my district was in the Mon Valley, and it's definitely hard to compete, in that area for a conservative.
Sounds like then the same motivation for running for RCAC treasurer, the financial side, and
Yeah.
wanting to help.
So a group of us, we actually started a PAC fund called Allegheny Freedom Works about 2 years ago, and this is designed really just to help candidates. So I know a number of friends that we ran together for county council. I know a lot of people who, Eric, who recently ran for county council, and I know how difficult it is to raise money. That can be a full-time job by itself.
Mm-hmm.
So really with RCAC, the reason what motivated me the most was just now the lack of representation we have in Allegheny County. Like I said before, we're down to 2 seats on county council. We have 0 seats on the city of Pittsburgh. And a number of my clients are in Southside, and they're really concerned about the rising crime that's going on down there. So we have a new mayor. They were hoping things would change. They're not. So really, I like to work behind the scenes and help candidates raise money. So without funds, you really can't get your message out. You can't buy signs, commercials, or do anything else. So I am not running for any office. My motivation is really to help candidates win. So that's the reason why I'm running for treasurer.
So, as a part of the treasurer's responsibility of RCAC is to help candidates to raise money.
Right. So I've been studying the campaign finance forms for a while now. So you sort of see where the money's coming in and going out. So let me give you a few examples here. So right now, Rich Fitzgerald has $2 million in the bank, and he just sent $100,000 to Josh Shapiro, who's running for governor. So, and then you look at what RCAC is able to send to candidates. Eric, who ran for county council, he got $1,500. Nicole, who was running for state, she got $500. So really, what is the objective of RCAC? Is it to fundraise for candidates, or is it to help local committees? So I personally, from experience, believe RCAC should be managing county candidates' campaigns And number two, set up a PAC fund for state and federal candidates. I mean, the reason Democrats win in Allegheny County is because they work as a team. They fundraise together. So really, what's the role of RCAC? Is it to raise funds? Well, if it's to raise funds, we're only sending $1,500 for a candidate. That's not enough money. You can't even buy signs for $1,500. Or is RCAC just to work with local chapters to help school board or council? So I guess those are a lot of different questions, but just from experience, I know how difficult it is to raise money at the county, state, and federal level. It is difficult. That's the hardest job.
Can you tell us a little bit about Allegheny Freedom Works?
Yeah, so this is it's a political organization. There's no affiliation at all with anyone. Right now, over the last 2 years, we have been focused on fundraising for Sean Marcelino Foundation. So we are trying to raise funds. So just in the last 2 years, we've raised close to $40,000. We've also, at the same time, are raising money for political candidates. So last year we gave away about $10,000 to candidates. This year we've just sent Carrie a check for $2,500, and we're planning on sending her another $2,500 in August after our golf outing. So we're sort of doing two different things right now. We're fundraising for candidates, and we're also fundraising for Sean's field at the same time. We have a big golf outing that's coming up this August. People can learn more about AlleghenyFreedomWorks.org. So we are a political organization, but we're not affiliated with any party.
Does the Allegheny County RCAC right now has a treasury report that everybody can read, or
Yeah.
if you get
Yes. So those are on the Allegheny County website.
okay,
So if you go to Allegheny County, I think it's .org, you can type in campaign finance reports. You can see everybody's. You can see RCAC, Ritz Fitzgerald's. You can see where the money's coming in and the money going out. So yes.
so have you read the RCAC report, the finance report?
I did. So this year was a good year. So they did have, like Sam said, he did raise about $300,000, but at the same time, he just paid out $70,000 for the Lincoln dinner. So now they have about $189,000 to take them the rest of the year. So when you figure rent, payroll for the employees, overhead, everything else, how much money's left over to give the candidates? Very little. So there has to be ongoing fundraising throughout the year. So that's why I'm proposing, if I become treasurer, that we have a separate PAC fund just for candidates. And then the RCAC continue to grow, add more staff, increase their message, continue working with local committees. So really that's going to be my main focus, is those two items.
So the Lincoln dinner didn't yield any positive cash flow.
Oh, it did. I mean,
Okay.
they have about they raised $300,000 from the Lincoln dinner, and they have 180 after expenses. They have about
Gotcha.
180,000 to take them through the rest of the year.
Okay, so that whole thing was from the Lincoln dinner.
Yeah, pretty much, because and you need ongoing monthly donations, even if it's $25 a month. I mean, we have over 1 million people in Allegheny County, so this could be golf outings, gun bashes, lotteries, different ideas to keep the flow of money coming in to get to these candidates. So, for instance, I have a friend, Steve Schloss, who's running for state rep right here in Allegheny County. RCAC, may be able to send him $1,000, $2,000. Well, these are campaigns you need $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 to win. So it's very difficult. So again, what's the role of RCAC? Is it to fundraise for candidates, or just work with local committees for school board and council? So that needs to be ironed out.
So if you become the treasurer, like just say, and then you still have Allegheny Freedom Works,
Right.
do you see that you're going to dip into the same pocket of the same people and say, hey, I need you to contribute to this and I need you to contribute to that?
Well, the people who donate to Allegheny Freedom Works, we don't ask their registration, but I know a lot are Democrats. So
Okay.
they believe in Sean's Field. They want to contribute. I mean, our group has even donated to conservative Democrats over the last few years. So these are good people we
Okay.
know that'll uphold the Constitution and work for us. So we have no party affiliation at all. So we're getting donations from independents, Democrats, Republicans. It doesn't matter.
Being a Republican can be a little risky nowadays,
Yeah,
with PR.
sure.
Do you worry about that affecting your clients, your business, if as you get involved in Republican politics?
Well, when clients come into my office, we don't talk politics. So,
Right.
we talk business,
Mhm.
and they're all facing the same issues. There's a shortage of employees, rising costs. I mean, these are same and safety and crime. These are all the same issues no matter what party you're affiliated with. So, no, that's
Okay,
not
so
an issue.
in terms of your relationship, they're less worried about sort of the culture war and the social. They're more worried about the fiscal stuff.
Exactly. How can I
Okay.
keep my doors open? How can I keep
Right.
my employees? Yes. Yeah. So
Okay.
they
And
all
if you can
everybody.
help them do that.
Yeah, yeah. They all have the same issues.
Okay.
Now, are any of the people running for the chairmanship, vice chair, are any of these people your current or prior clients?
No, no. I
No.
do know
Okay.
Sam because when I was running for the first time from county council, he was helping me guide me through. That was the transition from Raja to Sam, and I worked mostly with Raja, and then Sam took over. So I do know Sam well. Yeah, but
Okay, so
no
you
one's a
worked with
client.
our.
No one's a client.
Okay, so you worked with RCAC before
Yes, yes. When I
as a
ran for
treasurer, or
no. When I was running for county council,
okay,
Right.
giving me advice how to run a campaign, how to manage a campaign. I think they contributed. They did contribute $1,000 to my campaign also. So
Okay.
okay, well
So
yeah.
that's
your
good.
petition's full now.
Yeah, I'm going to turn them in today. I have over 70 signatures. I am at a little bit of a disadvantage because I don't know all the committee people. But I think with your show, doing some emails, also at the event in July, I'll have some more speaking opportunities for people to get to know me.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what else do you want to tell the viewers or the committee people about yourself? And
You know what? I'm not running for county council again. I'm not running for a higher office. My focus is really to help candidates, good candidates to get elected. And the best way to do that is through fundraising. So either RCAC needs to take over their campaigns and manage them, or they need to become a fundraising arm for them. So it's, whatever direction, we need to get more money to our candidates, or else we're going to continue to lose.
Hmm.
$500 for Nicole is nothing. 1,500 for a county council race is nothing. So we need to work together as a team, fundraise together, and really get conservatives elected.
okay,
Very
Yeah.
good.
well, thank you so much for coming on.
Okay, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.